Welcome to Designing Spaces, the show that's all about you, your home, and lifestyle. Today we launch our new show called Our First Nest. We found couples that fall into three categories: newlyweds who are buying their first home, second marriages that now have a blended family with kids, so think bigger home, and our empty nesters whose children have flown the coop and they're looking for something special for just the two of them. Well, it's our first nest, so let's go meet our newlyweds in their new home. One important consideration when settling into the new nest is insurance. But exactly how far do these policies extend? Often there are gaps, leaving you unprotected when the unexpected may happen. Joining us today is Jaime Gustafson, an underwriter for XInsurance and an expert in risk management and liability claims. Jaime, welcome to Our First Nest here on Designing Spaces.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Appreciate it.
You know, this is a very important topic because insurance is something that we all need, we all have, but we may not know all the information involved.
Absolutely. That's a really great point. Insurance is very complicated. There's gaps, exclusions, and limitations that your basic insurance simply doesn't cover, leaving you open to frivolous lawsuits and personal liability claims. You're not protected.
Brent's a firefighter, so he has insurance at work, but is there any possibility that they would be liable if there were a problem here at home for him and Rebecca?
Certainly, Brent does have coverage operating under the scope and duties of his work as a firefighter.
Right.
If he's named, though, individually in a lawsuit, he doesn't have coverage through his employer. If he is alleged of a criminal act, he doesn't have coverage.
Okay, so this is something in addition to his work insurance?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, are these different policies that you would need to buy?
No, it's actually just one policy that we would put together. It's a custom-fit, unique solution that gives you 360 degrees of coverage.
Okay.
Again, filling the gaps that the traditional insurance policies simply just don't cover.
Right. Now, what about at home?
At home, certainly you've got your homeowner's insurance, but if you've got pets, if you work from home, certainly you've got homeowners to cover certain perils, but there's limitations to that. And certainly living in Florida, you've got high risk of floods, storms, and certainly you may have coverage with your basic or traditional insurance policy, but the question is to what extent? What are the limitations, and do you even have enough coverage in the event that there is a claim? Will you jeopardize your personal assets and everything that you're working towards?
So hard for.
Because you're just starting to blend your life together.
So there's lots of what-ifs that happen all the time. When do we get this insurance policy?
Anytime.
Okay.
And we try to keep it simple, whether you're at home, work, or play, we recommend an X review. Get a hold of all insurance policies that you have, again, in all areas, home, work, and play, and pinpoint not necessarily where the coverage but where it isn't. And that's where XInsurance comes in.
You guys will do that for us. So we just bring our insurance to you and you're like, okay, this is maybe a gap, I guess you can say, of where you need more insurance.
And where you're personally liable.
Okay.
And it's scary, but in today's litigious society, the gaps are everywhere.
Well, yeah, and you want to be covered. You don't want it to be at the time when there is a problem. You want to have it be proactive.
Exactly. We want to empower the clients, customers, and insureds to be their own best advocate, understand insurance just a little bit, and then either lean on their insurance professionals or work with us directly to make sure that they are covered, again, 360 degrees.
Right. Well, for Brent and Rebecca, and actually all of our viewers, where can we go to find out more information about the insurance and also to purchase?
It's XInsurance, the letter X, insurance.com.
Easy enough. Well, Jaime, thank you so much for being here and really shedding light on something that we may overlook. I mean, they're newlyweds. They have their first home, so there's so much going on, and that may be something that just slips our minds. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, we're going to have a link to their website on ours at designingspaces.tv. We covered a lot of important information today, so if you missed any, you'll find a video on our website that you can see this whole segment over again. Thank you so much for joining us on our new series, Our First Nest, here on Designing Spaces. We'll see you soon. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.